If you're thinking of moving and you're not sure if you can afford a home in St. Charles County, well, I'm going to go over 3 areas that you want to hear before you start looking. I'm going to cover what the homes cost in St. Charles County, what the school districts are about, the taxes, and how the county has grown. My name is Clarice, and I'm a full-time RE/MAX realtor, and I'm from this area. Education is on top of mind, just like it is for St. Charles County. St. Charles County has 6 school districts: Francis Howe, Fort Zumwalt, Wentzville, St. Charles, Orchard Farm, and Washington, along with 29 private schools and 3 colleges and universities. They have a wonderful early childhood program. I used it when my kids were little, and now my grandkids are in the program. They know how important it is to build the little ones up to have a strong learning foundation. And I'm going to have a link for you where you can find out a wealth of information from each school district in Missouri. Their stats show the graduation and the dropout rates, their discipline policies, and their gifted programs. They have a strong mental health plan put in place because they know, if ignored, mental health problems can interfere with your children's learning development, relationships, and their physical health. Second, so how much does it cost to buy a house in St. Charles County? Well, back in 2018, the median sale price was $225,000. But now, the median sale price, it's grown tremendously to $325,000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a breakdown of what the charges it would be for you to buy a house for $325,000. And with the different programs that they offer, you're going to see what your down payment will be for your mortgage payment, your taxes, your insurance, your HOA dues, and PMI if it's required. Okay, so here's a breakdown of what the lenders are looking at to see if you can afford the house or not. So here, use this for an example. The 28% rule, it states that you should spend 28% or less of your monthly gross income on your mortgage payment. It includes your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your insurance. Just to determine how much you can afford using this rule, you're going to multiply your monthly gross income by 28%. For example, if you make $10,000 every month, you're going to multiply $10,000 by 0.28 to get $2,800. Using these figures, your monthly mortgage payment should be no more than $2,800. And then there's the 35 to 45% model. Your total monthly debt, including your mortgage payment, shouldn't be more than 35% of your pre-tax income, or 45% more than your after-tax income. Okay, to calculate this, how much you can afford with this model, you're going to determine your gross income before taxes, and then you're going to multiply it by 35%. Then you're going to multiply your monthly gross income after you deducted your taxes by 45%. And the amount you can afford is the range between these two figures. Okay, for example, let's say your income is $10,000 before taxes and $8,000 after taxes. You're going to multiply $10,000 by 0.35 to get $3,500. Then you're going to multiply $8,000 by 0.45 to get $3,600. Given this information, you can afford between $3,500 to $3,600 per month. The 35 to 45% model, it gives you more money to spend on your monthly mortgage payments than the other models do. Third is our taxes. They're never going to go away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what the St. Charles County Assessor, their breakdown exactly of where our tax dollar goes. They outline the amount for the common tax and what entity it goes to, the amount that is charged by the city for sewer water fees, the list of cities that have an additional city tax, and each fire district is broken down by the city and what you are taxed, and so are the school districts. And I'm going to have a link to this information so where you can see it all. Okay, before I go into the growth, let me just tell you a little bit about the history on how we got here. St. Charles, it was settled primarily by the French-speaking colonists from Canada in its early days. In 1804, the Lewis and Clark expedition, they considered this settlement from the last civilized stop before they headed upriver to explore the western territory that the United States acquired from France and the Louisiana Purchase. So now, according to the city's consensus in 2015, the Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, here are a list of the top employees in the city and the number of the employees, and the list continues to grow. Okay, now look at the chart from the historical population of St. Charles. It goes back to 1850 when the population was 1,498, where you can see how the population has grown over decade over decade. And now the latest consensus, our population is 70,483. with a growth of 7.1%. I hope you see what a great place St. Charles is to live. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel because I do a new video like these and other videos on what it's like living in the area. And as always, please feel free to reach out and stay safe.